The bad haircut group is, no, bad haircut group, we can come up with something better. Come on, big dog. Hey, what's going on? It's Drew here with All Right Entertainment. I'm here to do my movie review for Chappie. This movie's directed by Neil Blomkamp. He directed District 9 and Elysium. It also stars Dev Patel, Sharlto Copley, Hugh Jackman, and Sigourney Weaver. I don't want to give any spoilers away, so I'm going to build you right up to the point of meeting Chappie. This movie was really good for me. I enjoyed it. I happened to read one review before I went in and saw that it got a negative review. I don't understand that. This movie made me feel emotion, and it was a great ride. I was glad to be on it. So I'm going to start you off with the basis. Starts off in two different stories. South Africa is being taken over by crime, and police homicide is at an all-time high. The government decides to step in and put funding into droid police. The company that comes out as the front runner is Tetutrol, and it shows that the two leading developments is one, Project Moose, being led by Hugh Jackman's character Vincent Moore. Vincent Moore's machines are big, bulky, but armed and ready for action. They're clunky and expensive, but with these machines, they're run by humans with this neurological transmitter, and if something were to happen, they would have that human element to show compassion, to know right from wrong as far as shooting a child or not. That doesn't come up, but the second project was headed by Dave Patel's character, Dion, and his machines are named Scouts. They're more cost-effective, efficient, they're more human-like as far as their figure, but they're controlled by AI. And so they see a threat, they neutralize that threat, and that's it. No telling. They're programmed to know right from wrong, as opposed to the human compassion. Obviously, the government goes with the cheaper, more cost-effective, but in the long run, smarter. They end up going with the Scouts. Hugh Jackman's character, Vincent Moore, ends up resenting Dion, Dave Patel's character, and just is kind of at him the entire time. So the second part of this story is there's a small group within a larger gang. Much of this large gang is taken over South Africa and is just being funded by crime. And this small group, they didn't have a gang name or anything, but this small group, let's just call them the ones with the bad haircuts. You know them from the trailer, the mullets and I don't know, maybe that was the worst part of the movie to me, was these haircuts. Oh, I couldn't stand them. What are you going to do? A drug run goes wrong for the bad haircuts, and they end up costing the big gang leader a bunch of money, and he threatens their life, kills one of them, and says he wants $20 million in 7 days. So naturally, what are they going to do? They need to go for the big heist. They're looking for the payoff. They want enough money to not only pay him off, but to be done with the crime and just retire. They're good people, but bad good people, right? I don't know. So when the gang decides to go after the one big heist, they go after an armored truck with enough money that'll make it count, but realize that with the Scouts, the droids, still in effect, it's going to become a problem for them. So they figure out smartly to go after the guy that created the Scouts. This is Dion, Dave Patel's character. And so they set up a plan to kidnap him. Well, now that Dion's Scouts are in full effect and he's done what he's needed to do, brought crime crashing down, he is bored. And when a genius gets bored, what do? Try to create life. try to one-up themselves. So Dion is in the midst of creating artificial intelligence, and he goes to the company, says, hey, you know me, look what I did for you. I want a robot you're going to throw away anyway. I would like to do some tests on him, maybe try to teach it to learn poetry and whatnot. Sigourney Weaver, the CEO of this company, puts a kibosh on it, says absolutely no. He doesn't take that for an answer. He decides he's going to steal a robot that's going to be terminated anyway. On his way back home to program his new droid, he is kidnapped. Him and his car hauling a scout. That's where I want to leave it. I can't tell you anymore because it is, like I said, brings emotion. It brings a lot of ethical questions as far as God and consciousness, and I don't want to ruin it for you because the trailer, as good as it is, doesn't tell the whole story of the movie. That's where I want to leave the story. Go see it. It's a must-see. It's going to bring up some emotion. It did for me. I'm going to have to give this 4 out of 5. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. As always, comment below. Let me know what you thought of the movie, anything I missed. Subscribe to our channel. Follow me on Twitter at allright_Drew.